paint the sky, only you. So Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a makeup look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. The first shade I'm going to be taking is Buono Fresco. I'll be using that as my transition color, and I'm applying it with a blending brush into my crease and on the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm going to be taking Red Orchard and I'm going in on top of that first transition color with the same blending brush, and I'll be working that into my crease and flaring out the corner so that I can create a cat eye. Then I'm going to be taking Love Letter and I'm going to be taking a more defined blending brush. This is the MAC 217, and I'm going to be placing that directly under the first two shades. So right into my crease and slightly underneath it, and also on my outer corner as well. Then to blend out the top of the first two shades, I'll be taking the color Regular, which is more of an orange tone, so it'll bring some warmth into the look. And I'm just going to be placing that very light-handedly with a blending brush on the top of those two colors. Then I'll be taking a single shadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Nior. It's a matte black shade with a pencil brush, and I'm applying that directly to the outer corner, and I'm packing on the color. Then I'm going to be taking the Love Letter shade from the palette on top of that black shade and blending it into the other shades just to create a more smoky outer corner. Then as my lid color, I'm going to be taking this loose pigment from MAC in the shade Whisper Pink, and I'm going to be spraying it with Fix Plus to make it more intense and applying it with a flat shader brush right onto my lid and a little bit into the black shade that we applied, but I'm taking my blender brush and blending out the edges of it so that it's not a harsh transition. Then for eyeliner, I'll be using the Maybelline Blackest Black liner, gel liner, and I'm going to be taking that on my number 7 Anastasia brush, and I'm going to be making just a wing liner. And just excuse Chicken in the back cleaning herself, she's so rude. And then I'm going to be taking a makeup wipe and cleaning off my whatever fallout that you get from the eyeshadow. And the lashes I'll be using are the Vegas Nay Allure lashes in the style Grand Glamour, and you can use any mascara just to press your lashes into the false lashes so that they mesh well together. Now moving on to complexion, I'm going to be taking the MAC Fix Plus to hydrate my face and prep it, and then I'm going to be taking the NYX liquid illuminator and I'll be applying this to my face using my fingertips just to melt the product into my face. I really love this product because it has a nice glow that shows through your foundation or anything you apply on top, and it also leaves a really tacky base so everything adheres really nicely to it. The next product I'll be using is my favorite product. I've been using this all summer. It's called No Reason to Hide from Philosophy. It's basically a tinted moisturizer with amazing skincare benefits, which I've really been seeing results from it. And this does not give you any coverage, but it does really nicely even out the color of your skin. So this is how it looks. For any areas that you feel you need a little more coverage, for me, it's these areas here that have a little bit of acne scarring. So for that, I'll be taking a little bit of foundation from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. You want to take the tiniest bit and I apply it with my fingers and just really work it into the skin so that it melts into the skin and it gives you a great amount of coverage without over producting your face, because for the summer, I just don't care to wear a full face. It's way too hot where I am. This is a great way to get full coverage without having to pack on a ton of foundation like I normally do. Don't get me wrong, I love doing that, but my cat's crazy. But not for the summer, it's a little bit too hot. And this has been great for my skin too. It's been doing really well. Sorry. And then you want to go in with the Real Techniques makeup sponge, a damp one. You want to wring out all the excess water. Make sure that it's only damp, not wet. And you want to press that rest of the product into your face. I'm also going to be taking off the foundation that covered up my beauty mark, just so that, you know, your skin looks a little more natural. It's good to not cover up all your beauty marks. Then I'm going in with some concealer. I'll be using the Tarte Tape Shape. I've been trying this concealer out for the past month and a half. I know everybody and their mother loves it, and I love it too. It's really, really good. It gives an insane amount of coverage, and I'm actually using a little bit of product, but because the quality on my camera isn't too clear, it looks like a ton, but it's a very thin layer. But look at the coverage you get from that thin layer. So anyway, I'm going in with the beauty blender and I'm blending that out. This also feels very light on the skin, and it creates like a poreless effect when you put it around like your nose area, which I love. So I'm gonna be setting that with some Nye Luxury powder in the shade Buff, and I will be pressing that into my skin with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna be setting the rest of my face with the same powder and just buffing off any excess powder that I have. And I'm going to be taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Give Me Sun as my bronzer. I'm first going to be contouring my nose a little bit. If you want, I'll do an in-depth tutorial on how I contour my nose. I'm not the best at it. I like to do a very natural contour. I don't like it to look contoured in person. I like it just to give dimension to the face. Because with everything you put on, your face can be kind of one-dimensional. So when you add bronzer and contour and blush and everything, you're bringing the dimension back into your face. So this is a way that I like to contour my nose. I also set the sides of it with powder to create a more slimmer effect, and I'm letting it sit there and kind of bake while I bronze up the rest of my face with the same bronzer. Then I'm going to be buffing off any excess powder, and also just to make sure there's no harsh lines from my bronzer. Then for blush, I'll be taking MAC Warm Soul with a dual fiber brush from Tarte, and I'm applying that to my cheeks, a little bit of my chin, and a little bit on the tip of my nose, which gives a nice flush of color for summer. Then I'm taking for highlight Makeup Revolution Golden Sugar Rose Gold palette. I absolutely love this palette. It is super loved and abused, and I've only had it for like a month and a half. I'm going to be taking those two shades and I'm going to be placing them on the high points of my face, on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit above my eyebrows, and I'm going to be taking the second shade and placing it right over that for an extra pop. These highlighters are amazing and they're super, super affordable. I highly, highly recommend them. You can find them in Ulta or online on the, I guess, the Makeup Revolution website. Then to set my face and get rid of any powdery kind of look on my face, I'm going to be using Fix Plus. And for my inner corners, I'm going to be taking that same highlighter mix that I did from the Makeup Revolution palette on my inner corners and right underneath my brow bone. Then moving on to my lower lash line to finish off this eye look, I'm going to be taking the same 3 shades I used on my crease color on my lower lash line with a pencil definer brush. Then I'm going to be going in with some mascara for my lower lashes. Then for lips, I'm going to be keeping it real simple. I'm going to throw on some Victoria's Secret lip gloss, which I've been loving for summer. Super hydrating. I don't have to worry about maintaining any lip color or reapplying anything. Then for a little extra glow, I'm going to be taking those same highlighter colors I used on my face, on my chest, and on my shoulders. And that's it for this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in future videos, please subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. So alive.